bringing us in right now. Tejano247.com. Daniel the Wave Garcia, a.k.a. the People's Champion, the People's DJ, right here out of Austin, Texas. It's an honor and a privilege, guys, to have another artist, somebody I've been wanting to interview for a long time. You know, I would say 6-8 months. I know these guys are busy, and you know, it's just a blessing to have him here today. And he comes to me today, freshly rewarded right here in San Antonio, Texas, from the Tejano Music Awards. Put your hands together, raza. Not that loud. Shh, everybody, chill out. Juan Jose Rodriguez de BAJOZERO. How you doing, brother?
How's it going, Daniel? Doing good, man. Doing great. Just got off of work, literally, actually.
There you go.
Still shopping a little bit because I needed to pick up some supplies and stuff for work. Mm-hmm. But what's good, brother? What's good?
Hey, man, just trying to push the best of La Música Tejana, man. And first off, man, I want to congratulate you once again on being the new best male of the Tejano Music Awards, brother. How does that feel, man? How does that feel when you see the nominations, you see your face on this big projector, and then they say your name, brother? What goes through your mind?
Dude, it was a moment in my life. You know, it's what we've all been waiting for, bro. What we've all been working for, and what my guys have been working hard for to accomplish, man.
Right.
Yeah. And unfortunately, we couldn't bring home the Tejano Music Awards for Best New Group. But, you know, we still brought home the Best New Male Vocalist of the Year. And it was an honor, dude, to be all the way from a small town in Florida, dude. All of us, we're all from, you know, small little towns that, you know, nobody really ever even heard of. You know what I mean? Right. You got Wauchula, you got Plant City, you got Clewiston, you got Immokalee, and these are all agricultural-based towns. And it's just, to be, you know, to do something in this business is just, to be nominated, even in general, just to be nominated is what's killing me, dude. It was an honor to be there.
Right. BAJOZERO, man, from Florida. You say little towns here in Florida. How long has the band been together, bro? And how did you guys all come together?
The band itself, the name BAJOZERO, was originally started with Fabian and a couple of the other guys, the original members, Felix, Noel, Nick, Kike. These guys, you know, they played a bunch of norteño, they played a bunch of Tejano. You know, they mixed it up down here down in the South in 2003. And then, you know, they just went their separate ways. People moved to Texas. People moved, you know, they moved away from each other, so it couldn't work anymore.
Right.
So, you know, what ended up happening is they kind of just laid low for a little while. Finally, in 2010, which is about, 7 years later? 7 years later, Fabian, you know, and I met Fabian, which is Fabian's the original member. I met Fabian at a club in Winter Haven, Florida. It was called El Dragon. Mm-hmm. And, you know, it was him and John McGraw, which John McGraw actually plays for Jay Pettis now. Okay. So he's a real good friend of mine. And, you know, he lived down here in Florida, and, you know, they just heard me singing, and, just doodling, whatever, you know. Just, doing what musicians do, which is play music. I was just singing out loud, and they just came over, and we met each other, and that was when I first met Noe Avalos, Eric Avalos from ARG, Avalos Recording Group. I met Freddie Ansuelda from Grupo AFA. I met John McGraw, which is now playing with Jay Pettis as the bass player. Uh-huh. And then Fabian Flores, which is my bass player and my dearest friend. We just, you know, who knows? You know, you never know how small this world is. We met up, what was it? Maybe, I'd have to say, it was maybe a year that had passed, and then we hooked up, and then we just, you know, made something in 2010.
Right. When I first, like I told you off the air, brother, when I first heard Antes, I was blown away, bro. I was like, whoa, this is awesome material. Where are these guys from? You know, I know with everything it takes time, brother. I'm gonna let you know, man. I'm gonna tell you everything I'm gonna tell in front of the listeners. This man right here has the potential to be a future male vocalist of the year, man. For real, you got an awesome voice, brother.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Thank you. It means a lot, man. Coming from you, you've been in the business. I'm pretty sure for a long time, and for somebody to give me that kind of recognition, it means a lot to me, brother.
Right. I've been doing internet radio for 5 years, brother. I've seen a lot in the little 5 years. So, right now, I know that this is the beginning of the new movement, man, and you guys are in there. Me personally, man, big props to Grupo Imagen for winning the best new group. There was also Ivani Fuego doing big things in the Midwest. And you guys, man, I feel like there's no loser there, man. Just like you say, a lot of people to be humble and to say, hey, you know what, at least we were all nominated. I say everybody's a winner, bro. You know what I mean? Because just being on that ballot, being there, being present, is huge, man. And I think you guys have the potential to be something huge, man, like the Sólidos, the Signos. And I honestly see it, brother. I see you've been doing other things too, bro. I see you did a duet with Dee Marie. Awesome track, brother.
That was awesome. It was fun to work on that song, dude. It was just a great song, dude. I loved it, man. And and it was a little different, because we don't really normally do keyboards.
Right.
But High Def Willie came up to me and said, "Hey, man, you want to do this song with Anne Marie?" And I checked it out, and dude, it was golden, dude. I loved it. And just to be in the studio recording that song, dude, I just felt the vibe, dude, and it was just like I was just like mellow and grooving.
Right. When did you figure out, brother, that you could sing, one, and two, that this was the genre that you wanted to sing in?
Well, I would always sing in the car with my mom and stuff. My mom and my sisters and my brother. So they always sang. My whole family, they would always sing. But nobody ever did it really professionally. To say to the extent that they actually went and became a singer or anything like that. So whenever it came down, I was like in 8th grade, like second period. They told me, "Hey, you can sing." I'm like, "Really?" I mean, I didn't really think anything of it.
Yeah.
So in 2000, it was 2007, I was in 10th grade, and I'm only 24. I was in 10th grade, and a friend of mine, from school, we hang around at church. He came up to me. He's like, "Hey, bro, I'm starting a band, and I wanted you to be my singer." I'm like, okay. I didn't know what the heck I was doing, so, whatever. I'm like, all right, cool, we'll hang out, we'll do some music. So our first gig was actually at a church. And, bro, we only knew 3 songs, dude. 3 songs. So, we're a bunch of little kids, like, 15, 16 years old, doing, this at a church. And so it was just crazy, dude. It was something that I loved, but at the same time I was nervous so bad, dude. It was crazy.
Wow. Now you've been on stage, brother. Any goosebumps? Anything you remember, like a memory? I know you played in San Antonio, right? Before the awards. How did you see Texas respond to Grupo BAJOZERO, man?
Oh, to be honest with you, bro, I didn't know how they were going to respond when we first went out there. It was like, I can honestly say that was the first time I was actually nervous at a gig, just because there was so many people, and there was so many different types of people. You know what I mean? There's people that love straight keyboards. There's people that love straight trumpets in their Tejano. We carry a different vibe to the Tejano, obviously, with accordion. I mean, it's still accordion. But we try to make it a little different. Obviously, we're from Florida,
right?
So it's gonna come out a little different. So we didn't know if people were gonna like it or what. So we just went out, we took it, and this is where it's led us, bro. It's a lot of
wow. Oh man, you gotta love live radio, right? Didn't have it happen with Bobby Pulido, but we had it happen here. I'm not gonna lie, we have rain. It's raining outside, so it may be me. So we're live, brother. You there? He's trying to call me back. Tejano247.com, the new home for La Onda. Daniel the Wave aquí con ustedes. Hope you guys are enjoying the interview with up-and-coming artist BAJOZERO. What I'm going to go ahead and do right now is I'm going to go ahead and throw Te Fuiste, and we'll be back with Juan José Rodríguez de BAJOZERO. We'll be right back. Gracias.
Te fuiste, que no te haces queriste, y tú no entendiste, que eres tú para mí. Toda mi vida, el amor de mi vida, y fui tan feliz. Creí en tus mentiras, todo lo que decías, hasta ni cuenta me di. Tal vez no fue suficiente lo que yo te di, hacerte feliz fue lo que yo jamás pude cumplir. Te fuiste, en otros brazos me heriste, maldita tú no entendiste lo que eres tú para mí. Te fuiste, solo me dejaste, de mí te olvidaste, me dejaste sufrir. Obviamente yo no soy para ti. Suficiente lo que yo te di, hacerte feliz fue lo que yo jamás pude cumplir. Te fuiste, en otros brazos me heriste, maldita tú no entendiste lo que eres tú para mí. Te fuiste, solo me dejaste, de mí te olvidaste, me dejaste sufrir. Obviamente yo no soy para ti. No soy para ti. No soy para ti.
Somebody has to replace that, just like a job, dude. Just like when somebody, you got to pass on the torch.
Exactly.
And I'm not saying necessarily us, but you got to pass it on to somebody.
Right, brother. Hold on. Good stuff. Juan José Rodríguez Raza de BAJOZERO, live with Daniel the Wave on the Tejano 24/7 main event Friday night edition. Want to thank everybody in the chat box. We got people listening all over the world. Tenemos gente de México, el Mágico Valle. We have Florida in the house tonight. We have Michigan, Ohio, Kansas, New York, California, Oregon, Washington, right here in the great state of Texas. Thank you guys for making us your choice for Tejano. We are the new home for Tejano 24/7. Juan, what we were talking about, brother, I'm totally with you. We need to pass the torch. What happens when these bands die out? What's left? You know what I mean? So I do agree with the passing of the torch, man. And what do you think, man? Right now you hit me hard when you said I don't want Tejano to die. It won't die. It won't. You're right. But give the people what you feel, brother.
I'm not saying it to be like, oh, we're the saviors or anything. No, there's nothing like that. What it is what's going to happen when 40 or 70 years from now, what's going to happen to Tejano music? Intocable won't be around, Signal won't be around. I mean, don't get me wrong, I hope they last forever, which they will. Because as long as you listen to Tejano music will never die. But what's going to happen when all these bands are just, they're just CDs. They're in our memories. They're in what was in the past. Who's going to replace them? And I'm not saying we're going to replace them. I'm saying in general, bands. If you never give a new band a chance, or you never let them into your club, even because there's bands that I know that will work for bottom dollar. I mean, it's ridiculous, man, just to get noticed. And we were there. We are there. I mean, right now we're trying to get into Texas. We're trying to get into everywhere. You know what I mean? And it's hard, dude. It's hard when nobody knows you. It's hard when everybody's like, who are these guys? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to give those guys on the bottom a chance to get up, to keep Tejano alive, to keep it going, to keep the whole what Tejano is alive. You know what I mean? And it's just Amen. You got to give these new bands, these new female artists, these new male artists a chance to get up. Because if you don't, then it's just always going to be the same people.
Right.
And those CDs are just going to last 100 years.
Yeah. And see, a lot of the younger generation ain't going to be appealed to a 65-year-old or a 40-year-old. They're going to want somebody that they can relate to, somebody that can move with the time, somebody that can honestly put a new song out and hit a kid like, man, that's how I feel about this girl. I'm in love or I'm heartbroken.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And, I know you guys ain't the savior. I'm not giving you guys that name, but the band BAJOZERO, y'all some bad dudes, bro. I mean, it's just, I'm gonna give you guys credit where it needs to be, put, man. What should we expect from BAJOZERO? The first album was to me a success. What now?
Well, we're currently in the works for a single and planning to get the whole entire CD out by the end of this year.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
So we should have new music for everyone very soon. And, you know what I mean? It's just, you gotta, and big props to you, bro, to DJs like you that play all the new stuff that, most people don't, that most people don't even care about. You know what I mean? It hits home, bro, because, I think about that stuff at night. I think about what's going to happen. You know what I mean? Yeah, we could follow the crowd and go to Banda. We could go to Tribal or whatever is in right now. But how long is that going to last? Tejano's lasted 35 years, bro. Duranguense is kind of just gone. You know what I mean? It's a fad. Tejano's a lifestyle. Tejano's a way of life. And that's what we need to enjoy.
Right.
Because it is what it is, bro. Regardless of what, time doesn't wait for anybody.
Yeah. And you know what, brother? Like you say, passing the torch, it also goes with the DJs. Because a lot of the popular DJs may be older guys. And, maybe they're more old school. They're more, to the Little Joe, the Maz era. Because that's when they were younger. That to them is their great times. Well, you know what? I ain't going to lie, brother. I'm self-employed. And when I'm in my work truck, brother, I got BAJOZERO in there. I got Angel Gonzalez. I got Gabriel Zavala. I don't want to mention everybody, but I'm just saying there is brand new music that is freaking awesome, man, and we're pushing the hell out of it. And you know what? I want to send a shout out to all the other internet radio stations because we're not competing with nobody, brother. Somos iguales, and we're trying to keep this music alive. You know, that's how I look at it. And you know, we got to do it, brother. Like you say, it's something that needs to be done. You know, stuff has to evolve. You know, the style that you call it Florida. I call it New Tejano, bro, here in Texas, man. It's awesome. I can't wait to hear the new album. Speaking of your album, is it going to be cumbias, or is it going to be kind of the same style? Did y'all change something up a little bit, or can you share some of that with us?
I'm at liberty to discuss only a couple of things.
Okay.
It has to be a surprise.
All
you
right.
know what I mean?
Right. No, it's all good, brother.
You got to be wanting, you know, more and more and more. Obviously, we're not going to go away from our original style. You know, that's our style.
Right.
But we're not going to stay the same. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Right.
We're going to be diverse because that's what Tejano music is about. It's about being diverse and being different and not being the same person that you were yesterday and making hits. And that's what we want, you know? And I have to give a hand to all of our fans out there, dude. Because without them, dude, we wouldn't be anywhere. You wouldn't be talking to me, dude. I would just be another, you know, guy that just lives his life out. You know what I mean? But with the fans are what make everything, dude. Without them, we're nothing, dude. Nothing. And they need to know that. They have to know that because it's crazy, bro, how much we as BAJOZERO love our fans. And yeah, sometimes, I'm sorry, we don't really have much time for pictures because we have to go somewhere. But, you know, it's nothing personal. It's just we have to go and do something else, you know? We have to, and don't get me wrong, we try, and we bust our butts to try to get to every fan. And on behalf of all of us, you know, I apologize if we couldn't get that picture or, you know, we couldn't get to that message or something, you know? Right. It's not intentional. It's just, we're just so busy. And, you know, that's what, you know, people have to understand as well. You know, it's not easy being a musician because we're under a lot of scrutiny. We're under a lot of, you know, everybody's watching us, watching what we do. Yeah. Watching if we're going to mess up. Mm-hmm. If we're, you know, ever doing something that we're not supposed to be doing. So we have to keep that in mind. And, you know, it is what it is, you know. Obviously, you know, there's always going to be those people that are trying to bring you down. But that's when you have to work extra hard to bring yourself up. And we can't do it. We can't do it without our fans.
Yep. Amen, brother. And you know what? If you don't have haters, you ain't doing something right, man. So when you have people trying to bring you down, it's because you're doing something that they, you know, really can't do, man. And they're trying to slow the process. And it sucks that there's people out there like that, brother. But it is what it is, and it makes it harder for the younger generation. You know, the new blood. Like yourself. Yeah. Speaking of BAJOZERO, brother, give me the names of the guys, man, and shout outs to the dudes in Florida.
Yeah, shout out to my boys. We're actually going to meet up a little later. The guys are actually going to Rosamando, so I'm going to meet up with them. They're playing here in town. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Memo Guillermo Lara on drums. Shout out to Trey Herrera on accordion and second vocals. Christian Demas, all the way from Plant City, on bajo quinto and second vocals. Nick Demas, all the way from Plant City as well. Conguero. Emilio Hernandez, percussions. Fabian Flores on bass from Immokalee. And Benito Nieves from Ruskin, Florida, one of our sound engineers. Mingo Abrigo from Immokalee, Florida, another one of our sound engineers. And myself, Juan Jose Rodriguez, primera voz.
Awesome, brother.
We're a good bunch of guys, man. We love what we do, and we love putting a smile on everybody's face. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, dude. It's about that connection.
Right.
When you're there on stage, and you make that connection with somebody to the point where they're singing your songs, mm-hmm. or they feel what the song is saying. And that's what it's about, dude.
And that's exactly where I was going. That's exactly where I was going, brother. Cuando tú cantas, you sing con corazón, bro, con orgullo, man, con sentimiento, brother. And that's beautiful. That's what makes the music. It's like putting the cherry on the top, man. You know, when you can do that, you have the voice. You guys did "Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow" with the accordion, brother, and it sounds amazing, brother. So I was like, dude, sky's the limit, man, for real.
Yeah, dude, it is, man. It is, and it's. Don't get me wrong. I wasn't always like that. when it comes to music, when it comes to me being on stage. When I started, dude, I was so shy that I would hide behind my mic, and I would hide behind my hat. I would hide under my hat because I was just, and I used to think I suck, dude. When I was a kid, dude, and my voice would go out after like maybe an hour or 45 minutes set, my voice wouldn't last before. Now, you know, obviously we've been doing it for so many years that my voice has grown accustomed to it and it's become stronger. But when my voice would give out, dude, my voice would just crack. And I would just feel so helpless. I would feel so, you know, because I couldn't always do this, dude. I couldn't always, and I don't even consider myself one of the best singers because I try to do some of the stuff Usher does, man. Yeah. I mean, I can get some of it, man, but then he loses me.
Well, the thing about it, though, like, brother, you're trying to do Usher, though. Come on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. It's awesome. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love a challenge. And I always loved learning new stuff. So, big shout out to all the singers out there. If you don't want me to take any of your moves,
there you go.
Don't do it. Because, hey, I give props, man, because Signal, bro, awesome singer, dude. Solido, awesome singer, man. And their live performances are just off the chain. And you know, I study. You know what I mean? I study. I've never had vocal coaching, but I just listen and try to hear stuff and take stuff from other places because that's what it's about, dude. You only have so many notes in a scale. Right. You can only go so many ways, but it's the way you do it that makes it different. I listen to everything, dude. Michael Bublé. I listen to Vicente. I listen to country music. I listen to banda, everything, dude. And it's all diverse, dude. And you gotta put that all in one thing.
Right. And that's what makes Juan Jose Rodriguez 2015 Tejano Best New Artist, brother. I want to thank you for taking your time, brother. I know you're working. I know you seem to be busy, carnalito. I appreciate you taking your time today to say hello to all the fans. There's a lot of people listening right now, brother, that are crazy about BAJOZERO right now.
Nah, bro. I can talk all night if you want to talk all night.
Well, you know what, Raza? We're gonna do that coming up next week, part 2. I'm messing.
Chapter 2.
There you go,
bro. It's always a pleasure, man, to talk to you guys, man. It's always a pleasure to meet new people, bro.
Right.
Big shout out to Johnny Chocolate that's tuned in. Spuds from Grupo Respeto that's tuned in too. Liz Barrientos, San Juana Sanchez from Plant City, Roy Tito Dimas Jr. He's actually the father of our Bajo Quinto player. He's tuned in too, checking us out.
Awesome.
Big shout out to Ana Medina. She hooked us up together, brother. Daniel, you're awesome, dude. You're awesome, man. This is a fun conversation, bro, because you're asking all the right questions. You're asking all the questions that people want to know. You know what I mean? And I've done interviews where when I first started, I was like, what do we talk about? What are we gonna say? What are we gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
And now it's just like let's hit it, dude. Let's make this thing fun and make it work.
Right.
Because hey, nothing ever gets anywhere without work, brother. And you guys are working 24/7.
That's our name, man. Tejano 24/7, brother.
Tejano 24/7, brother.
Yeah. Well, I want to say this, man. Whenever you guys need to come back, whenever if you need something I can do, man, or if I can help you guys maybe get some gigs here in Austin when you guys are in the area, I got your back, bro. 100%.
Yeah. Thank you, brother. Thank you. And I think we're actually going to be some doors are opening up. We're actually going to probably be headed to San Antonio. I've heard about McAllen, California, Washington, Arizona, There's a couple of the spots that I think are actually interested in bringing us down. Hasta Mexico. Mexico wants to bring us down too. And we can't wait, dude. We can't wait to hit those other coasts, see other beaches.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, because we have a lot of beaches down here, though.
Hey, so let me ask you this, man. Are the girls prettier in Florida or in Texas?
Oh, they're gorgeous, dude. They're gorgeous in Florida. But, you know, there's always something about Texas, man, that it's different, you know?
Right.
But women in general are beautiful, brother. All women are beautiful. No importa que sean gorditas, flaquitas, altas, cortitas, no hay pedo. They're all gorgeous.
Yeah, they can all get some love. You know. But, hey, man, I hate to put you on the spot, bro. I didn't want to ask Bobby, but I wanted to ask you because, to me, man, you have an awesome voice, carnalito. Would you mind, you don't have to, let me repeat that, but would you mind giving us a couple lyrics, brother?
What part? Or what song?
Let's do Te Fuistes, brother. Or no. Estoy enamorado, bro. That song right there, that's a jam.
Okay. Yeah, bro, come on. I'm always put on the spot. Alright, you ready?
Look, hold on. Raza, right here, right now, Best New Male Artist 2015 TTMA winner, Juan Jose Rodriguez. Take it away, brother.
Es que estoy enamorado, oh, detente a mi lado, lucharé hasta el fin por estar junto a ti, por tenerte en mis brazos. Es que estoy enamorado y no puedo negarlo. Oh, man.
Man, dude. Let me hit the cheer button, bro. Hold on. The crowd goes wild. But
yeah, dude.
Hey, man.
Yeah, man. It's always fun to sing, bro. It's always, and I've learned it's a part of me, brother. So whenever anybody asks me to sing, I could be at a birthday party,
yeah,
and everybody's like, "Hey, can you sing for my daughter or whatever?" And then let's go.
Man, if I had your voice, brother, and I saw a pretty girl walking in the mall, dude, I would just start singing, bro.
Yeah.
And let her look at me like, wow.
And that's one of the things I guess I just don't like when I go to a party. I don't put it out there like, hey, I'm the lead vocalist of BAJOZERO and I'm winning this and that, whatever. I just don't, you know what I mean? Because people have lives, dude. They have their own lives. They're not. If they know me, oh, hey, awesome, I'll take a picture with you. That's great, cool. You know what I mean? But I don't go out there and like, hey, boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? I like to be very humble, dude. And when it comes to people coming up to me and wanting to take pictures, do not be shy. Do not be shy. Don't be afraid of us because we love you guys. You know what I mean? No matter what, we love all of our fans. And those of you who are shy and think that they don't want to take pictures with us or anything. No. Come up. We'll take pictures. It doesn't matter where we're at.
That's awesome.
You catch me at Walmart. Oh, you know what? I got a funny story. Before I let you go. We were at a BB. I'm pretty sure all the women know about that BB. It's a what do they call it? It's a department store. And actually, one of the associates actually asked her manager to come up to me and ask me if she could take a picture. I guess she had recognized me because we went to fanfare, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, the guy came up to me, he asked me, I'm like, sure, where's she at? Whatever, right? And she was all like shy and stuff. I'm like, man, don't be shy. What are you being shy about? Mm-hmm. We're here, take a picture. Tag us. All publicity is good publicity, brother.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, brother. It's always a pleasure to talk to you, man.
Hey, man, where can people find updates on BAJOZERO, brother? Facebook? Is there...
They can find us on Facebook. They can find us on Snapchat. On Snapchat, you can add us Grupo BAJOZERO, all one word. On Instagram, you can add us the same exact way, Grupo BAJOZERO, with a Z, by the way. For, anybody out there that doesn't know how we spell our names. But BAJOZERO.
There you go.
You can find us on Facebook. Obviously, we have our like page because our regular page is maxed out. we're already at 5,000 followers.
That's amazing.
Yeah, dude, we hit that last year, man, and we made the page, and it was hectic because everybody's trying to be our friend. We have like 400 requests that we can't add. I think a little more than that now because it's been a while since I checked it.
Right.
But we have our like page. It's actually no grupo. It's just BAJOZERO. That's it. BAJOZERO.
Well, we wish you nothing but something special, and I'm not just saying this because I have you on the air, bro. It's off the air. I believe in this group, and suerte y que Dios te bendiga, brother.
Thank you, brother. And it's because of guys like you, man. It's because of DJs like you, all the internet radio stations, all the people that are pushing us and playing our music, bro, that are helping us, bro. It's because of you guys that we're where we're at now.
Right.
You know, and we're just starting, dude. We're just getting there. And I want to thank all of our fans, dude, because without them, dude, I'm telling you, we wouldn't be nominated. We wouldn't be in Texas. We wouldn't be anywhere without them.
There you go,
word spreads fast.
Right.
And it's either if you're doing something good or if you're doing something bad. And I want to thank all of you guys, man. We love you guys. On behalf of all of BAJOZERO, you guys are amazing. And thank you again for the votes, for everything you guys do for us. And big shout out to Immokalee. Shout out to all Florida, all Southwest Florida, Tampa. We love you guys, and we'll catch you guys later. Keep up with us on Facebook.
Raza Class Act, very humble young gentleman, 24 years old, Juan Jose Rodriguez. I'm going to do this one where you still love me. I'm not even going to try to sing that. You made me. There you go. Okay, good job, brother.